And so we begin the March Farmstead report. I think we've shown the new composter. Still kind of figuring it out. And then, kind of new, I'll show you when we get there, is on a little arbor here. It's 2 trellises. I'm still kind of attaching. And then on the one side we've had for a couple months now this with Jazz. It's a gardenia jasmine kind of mix, flowery mix. This in the back we ordered, actually cheated. Usually I do seeds for everything. This is a kiwi berry, and it seems to be just fine. Here comes Frank. Hello, Frank. Say hi. He's shy. This, and I'm excited to say it has little, hey Frank, it has little leaves on it. There is the beginning of a muscadine grape that will grow up here. This is a straight gardenia, kind of fill in the arbor area. These are 2 passion fruit that I've got strings actually, but they keep blowing around, that as soon as they start growing it should climb up the strings for me, I'm hoping. The gardenia is one that's supposed to smell and look nice there in the middle, and then on the other side a different kind of muscadine grape on this corner. No leaves that I can see yet, but we just planted it about a week ago. This you have to have male and female of the kiwi berry plant. This is the male. It had more flowers, so I put it more in the house than our flowers, more leaves, so I put it on the house side. It looked a little better. Another Jazz plant. This is a pretty Florida native, I forget what it's called. We have rosemary bushes that things kind of grew into, so I've had to try and bring them back more or less. And then we have hibiscus back here. They flower, at least one of them is flowering every day. The ice we had, the frost we had for 2 or 3 days almost killed this guy. And he's coming back. There's Zen, by the way. Hi, bud. This is a Hungarian wax pepper plant that almost died as well in the frost and came back. Huge cauliflowers that I'm just neglectful and not pulling the outer leaves off and eating quite yet, but I expect to soon. More peppers over there. Onions, radishes in here. This is the the Asian, I always call it lemon. It's Asian lime plant that had a huge problem with what do they call it? Leaf miners. And then I sprayed it with a fish emulsion and a kelp emulsion on the leaves, and it has pretty well killed the leaf miners that it has been fighting for years. But I had always read that it would actually grow stronger in fighting them as it got older. So probably a combination of those 2 things. But it is on the grow now. This is the University of Florida peach tree that really hasn't grown a lot higher than this, but it does get us little tiny peaches. Fuzzy gray peaches right now. Where is it? There we go. It's by my hand. I had to find it. That's a peach. They grow small but edible. Figs. This is a fig that I got in a cup maybe 2 years ago. And down here, if we can find it, one, and get it on the camera too, you will see. Put it by my hands so I can find it. There we go. That's fig. So things are going. This is a tamarind tree. I've got to figure out a good fertilizer for that. There's the arch we looked at earlier. You've seen what I call the back garden there. Galangal. This is basil needs some water here. Nice tomato plant. I forget what it's called, but yellow tomatoes. This guy keeps wanting to grow sideways on me. It's in a chain. I think I'm going to have to thin out some of these branches. I just don't like to do that early on. And then I wonder if we have any cucumbers in here. I mean, blossoms like crazy. I don't see any cucumbers yet. 2 tomatoes on this one. It's kind of stunted its growth, but it kind of happened while I didn't see. Thyme, sage, some bananas I moved from the side because they just weren't growing there. And then let's go over here. Different things I want to do. There's a curry leaf, small curry leaf. There's Zen. Hey bud, look at your camera. Say hi. Say hi. Alright, lizards have priority. This is an old muscadine that I still have from the kind of failed batch I had last year. And this is one, when you order from Ison, it's kind of fuzzy, isn't it? They'll usually give you one more than you ordered. I mean, it's usually the smallest one. So this is the other muscadine. I think there's 2 of the golder one. I think it's called Tara. Anyway, oh my. So this was a pepper, Hungarian pepper as well. And look at that guy. It surely is. And there, wow. It's going better on this side. And then the blueberries. I grew blueberries once before. They need acidic soil, as do those gardenias. So I have a kind of a powder I put in there. You almost see it. And they're doing good. I mean, if you look, these were kind of greenish. They still are. But those will be blueberries. It's looking pretty good. Still left some dill in the middle there. That was what was there before. And then over here is the passion fruit trellis. That's a muscadine up the back from last year. Those are the only 2 I had that really did much. I ordered 2 different kinds of passion fruit. It turns out twice. They're all purple, and they need, there's an orange or a yellow kind, I guess. But this guy was probably like, yay, and then took off. And it's growing up the trellis. This one was smaller. It's grown 3 or 4 inches, but not nearly as fast. This guy's going all over. It's fine by me. And then I have muscadine growing up the back. I'm not sure if it's going to go here or not, but it's growing little leaves, and that's a good sign. The other 2 that were over on the arch there, in the back on the stones with the string, I had forgotten I'd ordered those. I wanted 2 different kinds so they would crossbreed, both purple. And I ordered them from one company in October, but sometimes they don't ship them unless they're ready. This is another one I'm trying to get going. And I'd like to get a clipping off of this so that I have another try at that, because obviously that didn't work there. Anyway, so I ended up with 2 sets of different passion fruit vines. I'm trying to tame one of my crazy ass dragon fruit plants. And over here, I guess the interesting, I have a little aloe garden I grew, which my wife likes. Hey bud. You put sand, perlite, and a little bit of dirt, maybe a third of it is dirt, and they must love it because they keep flowering, which I guess is fairly rare. And then this guy up here, needs a little water, is a curry leaf plant. They go in curry, but the taste goes away quickly, so you need the live leaf if you're going to use it. Tastes sort of like peanut to me. Those are some smaller ones. If I can water it, get them to green up a little, I'm going to move those and try to grow this naturally along the fence or something like that. But that's kind of that. So that's in the yard. That's Frank. Zen. That's Zen. And that we'll call that the March one. I don't know if there's a March one in there. If it is, this is the mid-March. And there you have it. Say goodnight, Frankie.